Your work always tells a story. Let's have a close look.
Hey everyone, I have the wonderful opportunity today to speak to a very inspirational community member, the beautiful Rina Gill. Hi Rina, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about what you do and what brought you here today.
Oh, Jaylene, where do I begin? Actually, I'm a small business owner, community volunteer. I've volunteered with many community organizations over the years, and I ran for Surrey City Council in the last election in 2008, and with the community support came very close, but didn't get on council, so I'm hoping this time around that I'm going to get elected.
And I was talking to you earlier and you were saying, you've done so much volunteer work, and I think because a lot of youth watch this, maybe we'll start with what you've done to get to where you are today.
Sure, definitely. I've been a board director with the Vancouver Multicultural Society, Surrey Urban Farmers Market, the Newton Advocacy Group Society, and they deal with homelessness issues in Surrey. So there's actually a lot more, and I really do encourage the youth of today and anybody in the community to understand that volunteer work is giving back to the community. It allows you to network with different people. It gives you tons of experience that can definitely help you in your career.
That's definitely a great message. And how did you get from the volunteer work, to wanting to further that to other things? I mean, how do you have the time?
Actually, Jaylene, doing all the volunteer work that I've done over the years, it's been a natural progression for me to run for City Council because it is public service. So I've always been passionate about it. So that's why I think volunteer work is very important for the community.
So, like you said, volunteer work is very important for the community, but you were saying earlier that you want to get youth involved. So how have you planned to do that, or how do you plan to do that?
Well, the official age for voting is actually 19 years old, and so what we want to do is inform the youth that getting involved in municipal politics is actually very important. There tends to be a lot more attention on federal and provincial, but the younger people need to realize they have a lot of power in what happens in their day-to-day lives in Surrey, and so we just want to educate them on some of the things that they have control over and get involved and come out and exercise their right to vote.
And I'm 19, I actually just turned 19, and I completely understand what you're saying, but I don't know what it is with the youth. They just don't vote. I don't think it's because they don't care, but I think they don't think that their vote matters. So how would you maybe change my mind, to encourage me to get involved?
Actually, it's not just the youth, Jaylene, that think their vote doesn't matter. They don't understand. They think it's just one vote. But if thousands of people think like that, then that's thousands of people who are not letting their voice be heard. So what I like to say is, there's a lot of issues that are happening in the community. Crime is a big issue, lack of transit services in Surrey. This affects day-to-day lives of our youth. They need to learn about the issues, take the time to understand, encourage their friends and family around them. I think, once you get the word out, once people start taking interest, it's usually a domino effect, and then people will go out and vote.
How do you plan on, encouraging the youth, or what do you think that they should do to get involved within the community? Because like you said earlier, there's crime and there's a whole bunch of issues that affect the youth. How do you want them to step out and, make a difference?
So being part of council, the school system is not directly part of our mandate. However, on our team, we do have school trustee candidates that we will work closely with, and they focus on elementary level children. So us just being a part of it, maybe having youth forums on a regular basis. I know bullying is a major issue, so if we can get the youth out to express their thoughts and opinions and let us know about some of the concerns they're having, maybe we can do something in advance. I mean, I've been at this very park attending so many candlelight vigils, and it's so sad. I want it to stop, and the only way to do that is if we can give a voice to our youth.
I wanted to ask you, what makes you so passionate about the youth?
I have two younger brothers. I have many younger cousins. I'm probably one of the older ones in the family. And I just want to make sure that their future is much better than, what a lot of us have been dealing with. There's a lot of trials and tribulations in the community. And if we can, as I said, find out what the issues are, prevention is better than cure. If we can be proactive about what's happening in the community, I think our future will be a lot brighter.
So aside from volunteer work, what else do you do to stay involved in the community?
I actually have my own marketing and PR company. So I plan a lot of events in the community, and that allows me to stay connected. So I do all types of events with my husband. We do health, wellness, and fitness shows. We do wedding shows, baby and family fairs, and just business-wise too, we do business trade shows. So staying connected with the small business community and the larger companies, it allows me to meet more people. I network on a regular basis. So this is a way that I can stay connected to the community.
Definitely. And for those of you who have been close look viewers for a long time, you'll know that we've spoken with Rina before at one of your previous events. I want to ask you, do you have any inspirational words for the youth who maybe want to get involved in politics or want to get involved in the community?
I'm a very big advocate of mentorship. So what I always encourage the younger generation to do is think about 5 people in your life or that you know of who you want to connect to and actually allow them to guide you and give you advice on how to get involved in the profession of your interest. It's very valuable. I have my own mentors as well, some in the political arena, some in the marketing arena, and it's helped me today. I feel like I'm a lot more prepared to go out into the world and face whatever hurdles come my way.
That's great advice. And I think the last thing I wanted to ask you was, like you were saying earlier, the youth need to get involved and vote. So how can they do that? Where can they go to kind of get involved?
Actually, there's municipal elections happening right across the board, and so what people can do is actually go on their municipal website and get information on advanced polling dates. They can find out where they can go to vote. They can find out the criteria. I mean, as I said, you have to be 19 years or older, but you just bring your ID, you verify your address, and you're able to vote. And that's your biggest form of democracy, is being able to learn which candidates are out there who can best represent you and place your vote, and encourage your friends and family around you to vote as well.
Definitely, and I'd like to thank you for taking out the time and speaking with us today, and I wish you all the best in the future.
Thank you so much, Jolene. Thank you for the opportunity.